All right, mic check, mic check. All right, mic check, mic check. Perfect. Okay, welcome back to the channel. It's Sam here with GSK Wealth Builders, and today we are going to do an unboxing. So for those of you who don't know me, welcome to the GSK Wealth Builders channel, where we document the journey to financial independence and personal freedom. So in our community, we take responsibility for our financial future. We take ownership of our personal data, and we crowdsource our research and share it with everyone. So welcome to the community for those of you who are new, and those of you who aren't new, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for supporting me. We're back. So it's been a while since I did my last stream. I believe the last stream I did was around New Year's, and we were in the PulseX sacrifice phase, and the sacrifice phase has ended for PulseX. So those of you who don't know, you can just go to pulsex.com and take a look at it. But it's a new exchange coming out on the Pulse chain blockchain. So that was the last stream we did. So today we have a special. Just one second. Okay, yep. Today we have a special presentation. It's just because finally got the we got the M2 miner. So we've been waiting for a long time for this miner to come in, and it finally came in. So I'm just going to do an unboxing and see what's going on with that miner. So let me just get the box right now. So it came in from when I ordered it. So in Canadian dollars, this miner cost, I think in Canadian dollars it cost like $3,200. It was $2,800 US. If you had been following some of my other streams, I actually was buying IDOs on the Solana blockchain. So I bought some IDOs on the Solana blockchain. Some of the profits that I use in that, I sacrificed it to PulseX, and then the other leftovers, I bought this miner. So what I'm trying to do is, like in the plan, the 10x plan or the 100x plan, is you have to take a small amount of money, turn it into a larger amount of money, like 1,000 into 10,000, and then 10,000 to 20,000. And once you get to that point, you're going to start swinging for the fences in the bigger projects and the newer projects. And then because I had some extra left over and I couldn't find any newer projects, so since what was the platform called? The U.S. and Canada have securities laws and securities agencies that have been going after crypto companies. So those crypto companies will turn around and just ban a whole country. So I can no longer do the IDOs that I was doing on Solana because they banned Canada. So that's why I got into mining again, I guess, because I already was mining helium. So let's just open this box and see what they have for me. Hopefully everything is in here. And the point of mining is to get daily income. Unlike other jobs, in mining you get paid almost every single 10 minutes, not just every single day. Okay, so this might be some swag. So they just gave me a plastic bag here. I'm pretty sure it is a gift. Wow. Wow, okay. So these guys gave me a toque. I do have my X toque, but wow. If anyone knows hip hop, run DMC. They put run MXC. So I'm gonna change toques right now. What is that on it? There we go. So far so good. So far so good. Okay, what else did they give me? Helium does not do this. So, okay, so they gave me a QR code. And it says, welcome to the MXC Global Movement. Scan this QR code to get a discount on your next purchase. So I'm just going to share this with everyone. If you want to buy an MXC miner, I'm guessing it's a 5% discount. That's what I see online, maybe 10. But yeah, scan this MXC code and you get a discount on your miner if you want one. What else did they give me? So they gave me a hat. This is amazing. These guys, they gave me a coin. So if you looked at Bitcoin, there's some people who have like these physical coins, gold coins that are like Bitcoins. They gave me a gold MXC coin. Can I even open it? It's in some kind of plastic casing to protect the coin. I don't think you can open it. Anyways, take a look at this. So a golden MXC coin. And on the back, it has some cool details. So they gave me the hat. Right, they gave me the card with the discount so far. This is a good company. They gave me the coin. Now, of course, you paid for it. So they're just giving you gifts with your money, but they're thoughtful. And that's what matters, right? So let me just check here. Dez, what's up? And T with the dove. Thanks for the support. All right, so then what is the third gift they gave me? I always needed one. I always wanted to buy an umbrella, but you know, it's not one of those things you just go to the store to try and buy an umbrella. So this unboxing is probably the best unboxing I've ever seen. Oh. Oh, it's raining coins. Oh. And they got the Run MXC on it. This company, I might buy another. I might buy another mine. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So 4 gifts so far. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you think about this company in the chat so far? I think it's great marketing. Now people will ask you, what's that MXC hat that you're wearing? And other people that know hip hop are going to say, yo, isn't it Run DMC? And then you can be like, it's Run MXC. Because they pay me every day. So, okay, so let's continue. Okay, so it's just saying I got one MatchX M2 Pro miner. Okay, that's cool. And the box. So. All right, so this is the MatchX M2 Pro miner box. And we're just going to do a quick unboxing of it, and hopefully we'll get it set up today. Maybe we'll start earning money. Then I'll do an update, maybe 24 hours to a week later. I'll have a 1 week update. I'll have a 2 week up, or a 1 week update, 1 month update, 6 month update, things like that. But this is the MatchX M2 Pro miner. All right, so the reason why I do it like that on the camera is so I can get some thumbnails. All right, so the box. Okay, what I'm gonna say about this company, these guys know how to they know how to market, and the box is very, it's giving me vibes of like Gucci, Louis Vuitton type stuff when they do this. So um, high quality, like high fashion. No wonder you pay so much for it. Jeez, what's going on with this box, man? So the box is made in Germany. That's good. Assembled in Germany. Illusion of quality. Okay, so it just says, welcome to the future of IoT. Welcome to the future of IoT mining, setting up your miner, right? So step one, unscrew the cover holding the Unscrew the cover holding the M2 Pro screws, remove the cover. You will find a QR code. Okay, connect the antennas, connect the Ethernet cable, connect the LAN port, mount it to the wall. The LED should turn on and then connect to your Wi-Fi and you should match it. So this is actually going to be harder than the helium miner. It looks like you even got to ground it. But can't be hard. Can't be too hard. Give you an MXC sticker. Another gift. This is really okay. This is industrial. So this is the miner. So if you see, here's my cell phone. The miner. So pretty big miner. Has 4 antennas. And it's going to come with a power cable. Pretty short power cable. Oh. Wow. They give you an Ethernet cable. 2 Ethernet cables. So that's awesome. They come with 2 Ethernet cables. You probably only need to use one. I'm guessing this is screws, fastener. Oh no, you need power over Ethernet. Yeah, maybe you do need those. Power supply. This is actually pretty advanced looking. Okay, so you got the antennas. So one of the 4 capsules here, one of the 4 capsules has a cap on it. Not sure why, but it says GALL. So I'm not sure why it says that, but and these say low on them. These antennas. Oh, one says G. Oh, I see. So the antennas say low on them, and then one of the antennas says G on it. So I'm gonna have to go and look up the terminology and come back and maybe do another video on what's going on. Okay, so the miner's there. The only thing left. That's it. So that's all that's in the box. So overall, quality. That's all I can say about MatchX is quality. But helium, what I like about helium is they kept it simple. So I'll just put that there. And we'll carry on. Okay, so once removed, do not return. So I guess you can't return these miners. Get that sticker off. Now, oh, you gotta unscrew it. Okay, so there's some screws on the bottom. Need a real screwdriver. I don't even got a real screwdriver right now. Let me see. Might be able to use a knife. Might be able to use a knife to open it. So it tells you in the instructions to open it to get no. All right. 1 second. So it tells you in the instructions, you got to open the miner to get a QR code. I don't have the app on my phone though. There it is. There's a QR code in the miner, and there's a plug. This is actually pretty advanced. Okay. Step 1, unscrew the miner. You'll find a QR code. Open the MXC DataDash app. I'm going to take my phone, scan the QR code. That's the serial number. So you're going to have to go on your phone, and you're going to have to download the MXC DataDash app. So I'm going to get it from my apps right now. MXC DataDash. So the MXC DataDash app is by the MXC Foundation. You want to make sure that you're getting the right one. And then you're going to have to sign up. Supernode, sign up, and then data highway token. Okay. So I'm going to sign up. You have to put your email address in. You have to select a supernode, which is the area. So I'm going to use EOB. Then they sent me an email verification code. I'm just going to make sure I can get it. So they sent me a 6-digit code to my email. So I'm just waiting for that. Just this thing here. Okay, so I'm just looking for the code. Interesting, account already exists. Okay. So I guess I made an account a long time ago, so let me try and log in. Select Supernode. Okay, so it's not letting me log in right now, but forgot password. You can only reset your password once a month. And you need another code. Okay. Okay, this has to be 8 characters, letter, number. Wow. They force you to get a hard password, which is why I forgot it. Okay, we're good to go. So anyone joining, we are unboxing an MXC Pro miner and setting it up. Okay, so now I have my miner balance. So I'm just going to show you here. And what it shows is my devices. I have 0 devices. And I have 0 MXC tokens. So I'm going to have to get my device connected. Okay, so next, connect the antennas marked L and G to the corresponding letters, which is what I already did. Next is connect your Ethernet cable to the M2 Pro to the PoE power supply. So that is why there's a short one, I guess. So there's a short Ethernet cable, then there's a long Ethernet cable. So, okay. So I'm going to connect the short Ethernet cable to the miner. And then I'm going to assume the long Ethernet cable would go from the hub that I have in my basement to, okay, short cable. Stuff. Short cable to the power over Ethernet adapter. And it says PoE. PoE port. Cool. So we got that. Now connect the LAN port of the power supply to the source of the internet, which is the router. Then you have another one. I'm going to have to connect this to the router downstairs. So those of you who have an MXC miner, you have to be able to access your router. So sometimes they don't have access to the router because they're using shared Wi-Fi, but you're going to have to need access to a router. Okay. Then there's a cable powering the power over Ethernet adapter. You're going to have to connect that cable. So right now what you have is you have the miner, you have a cable connecting to a power over Ethernet adapter, you have another cable that would connect to your router, and then you have the power that powers the adapter, and all of that is good to go. So then it says mount the M2 vertically using the wall screws. I'm probably just going to sit it Oh, okay. I'm probably just going to sit the miner on a bench that I have down there. I'm not going to fasten it to a wall until I'm satisfied with everything. So there's a little hole in the bottom that I'm trying to put the cable through, and it just makes the miner, I guess, waterproof. You put it outside, and there's like a plastic fastener. It's not great. Okay. That in. Close the bottom. Okay. Then you put the screws in at the bottom. I'm kind of jumping the gun, but that's what I assume you have to do. Okay. All right. So we got the miner set up. Okay, next the LED should turn green, and you can connect to the. You can also connect to empty Wi-Fi network. The default password is the serial number. I don't see the serial number. Serial number was. Serial number is what I scanned. Okay. So that's it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this downstairs, plug it in, connect it to the Wi-Fi, and hopefully tomorrow at this time, I should have earned $14 US. If that's the case, then we know if it earns $14 to $16 US every single day, you can divide your investment by your daily earnings and you get your recuperation period. So I think it was $28 US is what I paid. You pay in euros and then you get killed. So 2,800 divided by, let's say, 14. So 200 days. After 200 days, you have your money back and then you're home free. So the way I saw it was lunch where I live is about $15. You can buy lunch. So if this thing can make me $14 a day, Warren Buffett, all these people, finance people, they say there's no free lunch. The MXC miner might be some people's free lunch after they make their investment back. Who knows how long this is going to last, because helium, this time last year I was doing a helium mining video, and we thought it would last longer than it would, but helium dropped. Their earnings dropped from $170 a day to about $2 a day. So who knows? Now, it's $2 a day in today's term. If the price of helium goes up, it's a lot better. So these guys, I'm presentation-wise, 10 out of 10 for MXC. They gave the coin, right? They gave the gold coin. They gave an umbrella, which I needed. They gave a sticker. They gave a discount. So anyone can scan this QR code. You can take a screenshot, scan this QR code, and get a discount. And they gave the miner. And they gave the hat. I'm very pleased with MXC. Their shipping was faster than Helium's. Very pleased with MXC. So that concludes the unboxing portion of the presentation. So Port City, great marketing. Yeah, Des. Pablo X69. So it is very positive. This is a good alternative. It does cost a lot more than helium, but if we can assume that the earnings are going to last for another year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, maybe I'm bullish on MXC. So what will I be doing with my tokens? Am I scared that MXC could crash? Yes. Also, this miner, I believe it mines 3 tokens at the same time. So it mines the MXC token, it mines Bitcoin, and it mines the data token. I'm probably going to think of once a month or once every 3 months taking some of my MXC and converting it to a different coin. I don't know what that other coin is going to be, but my strategy in doing that would be for every $1 that I earn in MXC, I'm going to try and turn it into $3-4 in the new coin. Or I might just put it in USDC and hoard it in USDC. And when I find an issue, I'm going to, sell it. So, okay. CJ Des, great marketing. Port City Trading Desk, what's up? What's the best bar in HRM for casual drinks and food? It really depends. It really depends on your price range. If you want to go downtown, just go to Argyle Street and just go down that street. There's like 10 bars. That's what I would do. It's kind of like George Street in Newfoundland, right? You just go down there and you can find. So you're going to see martini places. You're going to see places where you just have beer and watch sports. You're going to see Irish pubs. You're going to see not really dance bars, but that's what I would do, is Argyle Street, where the world, or just go to the World Trade Center, wherever the World Trade Center is, and you'll see from there. Thoughts on Pulse Chain, Pulse X for the launch? Big thoughts on Pulse Chain and Pulse X. So let me just pull up pulsechain.com or Pulse, yeah. Okay, so let me pull up pulsechain.com. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay. It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Des was saying thoughts on Pulse Chain and Pulse X. So for those of you who don't know, Pulse Chain and Pulse X is a... Why can I not see the comments? Just 1 second. So for those of y'all who don't know, Pulse Chain and Pulse X is a new blockchain which is going to be competing with... It's going to be competing with Ethereum. Okay, so let me break down the history. Ethereum is, I would say, the best blockchain we have in crypto. Why? Because you were able to make smart contracts, you were able to transact without having a middleman. The importance of not having a middleman has been shown this year globally. If you say the wrong things or you do the wrong things, you are being punished by not even by the police. You're being punished by people who think different than you. So, for example, you can just have your bank account shut down. You can have your Facebook taken away. You can have your Twitter taken away for saying the wrong things. What if you just made a mistake? Well, there is no mistakes allowed, right? You will be canceled. So Ethereum, the thing I like about Ethereum, it's censorship resistant to a certain amount. It's middleman. There is no middleman. So you can just be your own bank. You can make your own decisions for yourself. And the problem with Ethereum is because so many people are using the network and they didn't structure the network properly and they haven't been able to update the network. One of the issues with Ethereum is the gas fees. Everyone knows this. So when things get hot, the gas fees are $100 or $1,000. When the market is crashing, the gas fees are $2,800. That is not affordable, right? So you're trying to sell a coin that you want to get out because it's tanking 40% in a day when the market crashes because there's so much leverage. And you're actually not able to do that. You're not able to sell the coin because when you go to hit the sell button on Uniswap, it says the gas is $2,000. And it's not $2,000 even for a guaranteed transaction. It's $2,000 for a chance that you're going to sell it. So am I willing to risk $2,000 and the transaction fails? No. So that is the issue that we have with Pulse Chain right now, or I mean with Ethereum right now. So then what is the solution? Well, the solution to this issue is, for example, the next solution to this issue was Binance. So Binance came out with a chain. They forked Ethereum, but Binance just didn't, it caught on, but it wasn't the be-all end-all because it is centralized by CZ and Binance, and they have been having issues too. So Richard Hart, the founder of Hex, he finally got tired of this because of his project Hex having too much gas fees to stake and end stake. So he forked Ethereum, which is just copying Ethereum state. Then he wants to make it better. He wants to make it similar to Solana, where instead of proof of work, where you have miners, like the one miner that I just opened, but proof of work miner, and you have to put them everywhere, and there's a hardware cost, and you have to make the hardware. And so instead of doing that, you can just use proof of stake, where you're putting up some capital to be a validator, and that capital is at stake for if you do any kind of fraud, you will lose that capital, and it's called slashing. So Pulse Chain is going to take Ethereum's system state, take all the coins on Ethereum, copy them, move them to the Pulse Chain. So you're going to have a second copy of your coins if you use Pulse Chain. It's going to be it's going to take 1/3 the speed, I believe. So it's going to be 3-second block times. You're going to have a copy of all of your coins. You are going to have cheaper fees. The fees on proof of stake is usually like cents, not dollars or hundreds of dollars. And you're also going to get a copy of all of your NFTs, apparently. So it's been about 6 months. No, it's been, I think it's been like 8 months since the Pulse Chain sacrifice phase, I believe. Yeah, I think it's been 8 months, and it's been, 3 months since I sacrificed for PulseX. So Pulse Chain, what I'm expecting for Pulse Chain is minimum. This is just my expectation. I think Pulse Chain has the potential to 100x. Easily 100x. Assuming everything goes right, it should be able to easily 100x. I don't see how it couldn't 100x. So yes, Des is saying since July. Hex 10,000x. I don't know if Pulse Chain can 10,000x, but at least 100x, possibly 500x, possibly 1,000x, because the most valuable cryptos in the world are all blockchains. They're all layer 1 blockchains. So Pulse Chain is a layer 1 blockchain. It is infrastructure. It is what we need. It's what people can just take OpenSea and put it on there, and then you have cheaper fees. It makes sense that Pulse Chain would be worth billions of dollars, like tens of billions of dollars, maybe hundreds of billions of dollars, right? So if you look at the peak of Binance, Pulse Chain should be able to hit where the peak of Binance was. So that's my estimate. PulseX, I have a different opinion. So PulseX, because it's just a decentralized exchange, I think PulseX will maybe, worst case, it might 2x. Best case, it could 50x. But on average, if you look at decentralized exchanges, they don't really do very well because the value of the exchange, like token, nobody cares about voting on the value of a Uniswap. right? The only reason why Uniswap has the value is because they have a huge amount of profits and they have a war chest now of like billions of dollars, and people are voting to get control of those billions of dollars. So we saw, I think it was Andreessen Horowitz just come in and like buy all the votes and then make a developer fund. So he basically has like a, you know, blank checkbook to give to his developers. But PulseX, there is no value to me in the token. The value is the website. The ability to transact on PulseX is very valuable. That's like $1 trillion value, really, more than $1 trillion value. But the value of that coin, we see, like if you look at other coins. So if you look at PancakeSwap, let's take a look at PancakeSwap right now. Did you sacrifice to other projects on Pulse Chain? I sacrificed to Pulse Chain, PulseX, and Liquid Loans. I didn't sacrifice to Gerardo's project just because of, like, just didn't do it. It wasn't because I don't like Gerardo. It's just like I didn't have time and I didn't want to figure it out. But yeah, if I can show you, I'll show you what I mean when I say this logic about PulseX. PulseX, the reason why everyone likes PulseX is because that was the only thing that they could invest in when they couldn't invest in Pulse Chain. But I think PulseX is like 2x to 50x is what I'll say. So let's go on CoinGecko. And I'll show you what I mean. Tyson, what's up? Okay, what is... Page isn't working. Okay, so let me show you something right quick. So we're on CoinGecko, and I've made some custom portfolios, I believe. So I have a portfolio called... Where is it, though? Oh, maybe there's one here. Centralized Exchanges, DEX. Okay, so if you go to the decentralized... Let me just make this a little bit small. So if you go to the decentralized exchange category, you can see the combination of all decentralized exchanges today is $19 billion. All of the decentralized exchanges combined are worth $19 billion. So PulseX raised $1 billion. So if PulseX was worth all of the decentralized exchanges combined, 20x would equal all of them combined. Now, some people would say, well, market cap doesn't matter, right? Because it's just a made up number. But people think in terms of market cap as of today. And they make their decisions in terms of market cap, just like I'm making that estimate based on market cap. So the human behavior is influenced by market cap. So now if we look at the number one coin, Uniswap is the number one coin. And Uniswap is worth 3.8 billion. So if PulseX raised $1 billion, did it raise $1 billion? I don't even know. I think no, it raised more than $1 billion because the OA put like 18 billion or something in the PulseX at the last minute. So yeah, we get to Uniswap. If PulseX becomes the value of Uniswap, that's what, a 3x, 3.8x. So the value is in Pulse Chain, but I mean, I wasn't going to miss out on PulseX. Osmosis, I'm not sure what that is. I think that's on Cosmo. PancakeSwap 1.6. Now, if you look at the top, these are the bottom, right? These are the bottom in crypto winter. So if we look at the top, though, PancakeSwap was $6. I believe PancakeSwap's all-time high, is $49. So if we were to go to PancakeSwap all-time high market cap, the all-time high market cap of PancakeSwap might be, it's still 6 billion. So PancakeSwap's all-time high is 6 billion. Now if we go to Uniswap, and we look at Uniswap's all-time high in market cap, Uniswap's all-time high is 20 billion. So yeah, it was 20x. So Pulse Chain, 100x to 500x or more. Pulse X, 2 to 3x to like 20x is what I'm expecting. But no one has a crystal ball. No one has a crystal ball. So that's what I would, that's my expectation. So, okay, let me go back to the chat. Tyson, how are you, man? It's great. I'm glad you're doing good. We're back. Rab Miller says, write them codes down. I always forget. Are you talking about the code in my miner? Yeah, I'll write it down. I'll write it down. Definitely. Check out VPND and Vaporfy. You are right about market cap. Okay. But PulseX is deflationary. Uniswap, PancakeSwap, all inflationary. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so PancakeSwap is inflationary because that's how they pay their fees. But PancakeSwap, if you go to their Twitter, I've seen PancakeSwap Twitter before. Let's take a look at it. I believe they burn tokens too. Look. So this was March 7th, 3 days ago. When reduction, soon. We understand that the community has questions on monthly emissions and our token supply. To be direct, we are revamping our Master Chef contract, which gives us the ability to introduce changes that have significant positive impact on tokenomics. Now look at this post. 6 million cake was burned. That's $41 million. Like, they're literally lighting money on fire when they do this. And the price isn't really changing. Okay, so this is March 7th. Let's look at the price in the last 7 days. Okay, so March 6th. Let's go to price. So if you look at March 5th, you had $5.90. Maybe this is them buying and they buy it up. I don't know. $6.24. And then on March 7th, they burn $40 million. The price goes down. And you look about a week later, the price is exactly the same. So just because something is deflationary is a great feature, but the thing that makes price go up is having more buyers than sellers. So at the end of the day, when you wake up and you want to buy a coin, do you say, I want to buy an exchange coin? I want to buy Uniswap. Uniswap is probably the most useful coin in the history of crypto. No one wakes up and says, I want to buy Uniswap coin, right? They wake up and go, is Bitcoin better than Ethereum? Is Ethereum better than Cosmos? Is Cosmos better than AVAX? Is AVAX better than Pulse Chain? Is Pulse Chain better than Solana or whatever? They never talk about the exchange coins. So the buying has to be more than the selling. That's just how the automated market maker prices work. Then look what they did. They bought back $2.3 million. They had cake fees. They had a lottery. And they've been doing this forever. Like ever since I bought PancakeSwap at like $4 a long time ago when it first came out. And they've been burning for a long time. And like, look here. 204 million. So what is this? This is their February recap. So in February, PancakeSwap burned $204 million. Just lit it on fire. And their price, if we look at all of February, like they're lighting money on fire, right? And the price isn't doing nothing. So, yeah. It would be better if they took that $204 million and did what SBF did and made the PancakeSwap Stadium or something. It would be a funny name if you had an NBA team being like, yeah, today we're playing at PancakeSwap Stadium, but it would have been better spent than just burning these coins into oblivion and nothing happening. Or take $200 million and build like homes for people that need affordable housing and make it Pancake Swap Villa. And it's like, where do you live? Pancake Swap Villa. And it's like, houses are $500 a month because they pay for it using the token fees. That would bring your advertising way up, other than just burning coins into oblivion. Like, it doesn't make sense to me in this case. So yeah, PulseX is deflationary, but it comes to the buying pressure, the selling pressure. Now, what I do think is the first month or the first week of PulseX is going to be the craziest volume you've ever seen, because you're going to have crazy amounts of people selling because they're cashing out, and crazy amounts of people buying because they missed out on the token. That's going to be like unpredictable. But once we get 6 months out, 7 months out, people aren't going to be wanting to buy PulseX. They're going to be wanting to buy Pulse Chain. So that's how I'm positioned in the market, and I'm excited for both, though. I'm excited for both because I did sacrifice for both. It's just my mindset between the two. So let's continue. Tyson says, yeah, 41 mil. I wish I had that burn wallet. Yeah, I wish I had that too. 200 mil in a month? 200 mil in a month. So imagine $1 billion every 4 months, $1 billion every 4 months. You're just lighting, or 5 months, you're just lighting this money on fire, and your price is going down. Yeah, that's crazy. That's very crazy to me. I wish I could talk to one of these guys and be like, yo, do this. Go to Skid Row. Go to Skid Row in California, right? And take that $1 billion and make affordable housing for the people in Skid Row where it's safe. You'd have to make it different than the government. Like, yeah, it has to be safe for people to walk at night. It has to be clean or self-sustainable, but that would get way more. I'm not saying you should do charity for advertising, but that would get way more looks. Like, what is Pancake Swap? Why are they doing this? How are they doing this? Where are they getting the money from? People are trading, right? So I think that would be a better way to do things. Okay. Or donate to Ukraine. I think Ukraine has all the donations they need, and like unlimited funding, unlimited support, unlimited things, but they don't have humans and they don't have skilled military being donated, and they don't, they're left to fight on their own. It sucks. Okay, Rodrigo Gonzalez, did they ever fix the MatchX fuel issue? I had one on order, but they did an update where if you cash out, your fuel tank goes empty and you earn less and it can never refill fully. Yo, if they're holding my money in hostage, I better make this money back. That's all I gotta say. I have no idea what that issue is. I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, Tyson says, I agree. Okay, so last but not least, I just have a few things because it's been so long. I have a few things that I want to bring up because I think they're interesting. And I have a few interesting topics that I want to bring up. So then we can have anyone that has any questions, just put them in the chat. But yeah, everyone, like, type in the chat, what coins have you been buying in the last 3 months? Is there anything new that I haven't heard of? Any new IDOs, any new sacrifice phases? Let me know what you've been buying. So I'm going to just go over some topics that I think are interesting, that are good for crypto, or just, good to know in general if you're a crypto investor. Okay, so by the way, this is wool. Wool is itchy. It's warm. The hex one is cotton. I love the cotton. The wool reminds me of when I was in the military, and they gave us these wool hats and we'd be itching in the field. Okay, so here we go. So we have a report here from, well, it's a report here from Coindex. So U.S. inflation, U.S. inflation rises to that's crazy. U.S. inflation rises to 7.9% in February, a fresh 4-decade high. So it's been 40 years since we've seen inflation this bad. That would have been the 80s. I don't know what to say about that. Like, inflation is crazy. So if you look at how to run a single household, you need shelter. The price of shelter has gone up astronomically. I'm not sure about the UK or the US, but in Canada, the price of shelter, if you want to buy a home, has doubled or tripled. You basically can't buy a home if you are a young person who makes the average income. So the average income in Canada is probably around, I don't know, let's say I'm going to guess 55,000, but I think the way that they count the stats, they probably do household income and make it that everyone has a spouse, right? So let's see, average or median income in Canada. Okay, they got it. No, that's for families, right? And single people, they say. That's interesting. So if we're looking at these numbers right there, the median income, where'd my phone go? Oh. So if you live in New Brunswick, the median income is $48,000, but the average home, if we compare the median income to the average homes, it's not fair. So let me check live chat. Okay. So the median income in New Brunswick, right? $49,511. Now you go median. Okay. So in New Brunswick, if you make the median income of 49,000, the average price of a home is 261,000. But look at this, it's a gain of 28% from January 2021. So the average house price went up 30%. So when this is saying inflation is 7.9%, but most people, their biggest expense is going to be housing. So if your biggest expense is housing and housing has gone up 30%, how many years can you sustain 30% increases? 4? Right? Maybe. So buying a home, that's why home ownership is very important. Home ownership is like extremely important. Now, what is the next thing that I wanted to talk about? So inflation. So the next thing about inflation, look at gas prices. So gas prices have gone from, $1 to $2. In the middle of the beginning of the pandemic, gas was like 60, 70, 80 cents. Now it's hitting $2. In Canada now, in gallons, it's like $6, $7 in some places in the States. So, like we said, house prices just went up 30%. Gas prices just tripled. I'm not sure how they get this 7.9% increase, um, you know, over the past 12 months. And then food prices are through the roof. Food prices, I would say, like doubled. So between gas, home, and food, everything is up. Why are we in crypto? Because we need to beat inflation by investing in crypto. So this is a very important thing to look at. So a self-independent strategy or a financial wealth strategy is if you don't own a home. A home is a very good way to invest. You need to make cash flow from that home if you can, but if you can't, it's still a good way to speculate because one, in Canada, homes are the mortgage is guaranteed by the government, so lending is very easy. The second thing is you only have to put 5% down. So you have, when we talk about leverage trading, 5% down is 20 to 1. So to control a home, you have 20 to 1 leverage, but very stable investment. However, People are saying that the housing market might crash. I don't think it's going to, but 20 to 1 leverage. So you have 10 grand. You put 10 grand down on a $261,000 house, or 15 grand on a $261,000 house. It goes up 30%. 30% of 261,000 is more than your 15 grand that you put in. So you made 100% return on your deposit. So I think that is a great way, a great avenue to invest. Okay, so let's see. Rob says Swap Villa sounds like a Japanese monster. That makes it deflationary and more valuable. Don't use crypto for wars. I agree. Don't use crypto for wars. But people have no choice. Des says, thanks, JT. Thanks, Ligo. Tyson says, yeah, I lucked out in mine in 2020. That's great. 2020 was a good time to buy. Rob says, BTC and Sol are looking. BTC and Sol is what you bought. Looking at Planet Watch, it's low right now. Possible good projects. Do you got any algo? I did have algo. I don't have algo right now. I have very few. I have very few coins. I have the ones that I tell you all the time. That's the only coins I have. They're on my Instagram profile. Except Solana. I think I don't have any Solana left because of the sacrifice phase. Okay, topic number 2 is Russia. Okay. Hopefully I'm allowed to talk about this. Hopefully I'm allowed to talk about this. All right. You know what? that umbrella they gave me holds my phone perfectly now. So, okay. This is just an opinion piece. So it says why Russian sanctions could push corporations towards crypto. The sudden disconnection of Russia from global financial systems is a moment of reflection, but economic fragmentation at a cost. So basically, the world has decided that every single human being that lives in Russia, or every single human being that ever invested in Russia, is guilty of war crimes. And in order to make the world a better place, they believe that we should punish every single person related economically, financially. If you were born in Russia and you live somewhere, they're going to sanction you. So it's not fair, but that is what everyone has decided is the thing to do, because they think these people can maybe revolt against their government and convince their government to change their tune. The problem with that is, how do you eat if all your money was in the bank and they sanction the bank and the bank is saying we have no money? How do you get paid if you are you work for a company online or you're a virtual assistant and they cut off Swift? So, how does a grandmother pay for her retirement home? Like, whatever, like, how do you pay for your grandmother's retirement home if your bank account is basically seized? Or the ruble has dropped 90%. Like, it's not fair for every single person to pay for these things. So this is the same way that the pandemic made everyone go digital. So, for example, one of the benefits from the pandemic is bosses that refused to let people work from home allowed people to work from home. People that didn't know anything about crypto or finance or trading or stocks or NFTs now were stuck in their home, and they now know about these things. People who weren't online, children, 3-year-olds, were using Zoom. When they're 30, Zoom's going to be like easy, right? So there are benefits from struggle. And one of the benefits from this struggle for Russians is they're going to learn crypto, and they're going to know crypto way more than the average Canadian, American, Indian is going to know, because they're banned from every other platform. And they're going to know decentralized crypto, where you have a wallet and you're not using a platform like Coinbase, because Coinbase banned them too. So maybe we're going to see projects pop up in Russia that are crypto projects, and it's a way to payment. And you're like, you're going to pay for your food in Bitcoin, but it's a app that's better than what we have right now. or maybe they're going to use Ethereum, or maybe they're going to use Pulse Chain, maybe they're going to use Matic, and they're going to be able to transact in digital cryptocurrency and be able to do that. So there's nothing right now. I don't think there's nothing right now that they can do. But I noticed there's a Russian YouTuber, and he can't receive any money from YouTube, PayPal, Stripe, nothing. Patreon, they all shut him off because of his nationality. And he started putting an Ethereum address in his videos, and I noticed he had $5,000 in donations of Ethereum, and he had like $2,000 in donations of Bitcoin. So he's able to, now he's got to find a place in Russia. Can he pay his landlord in Ethereum? Don't know. Can he pay for gas in Ethereum? Probably not. But like, right, we're it's pushing people to crypto. So what is this, saying? It's going forward, we're going to see more corporate adoption. So maybe you're going to see Russian companies start using Ethereum and dollars. Maybe they're going to use other things, non-Swift ways. Is the interesting thing. I haven't seen Ripple. They said Ripple was going to be the best way to replace Swift. This would be their chance, but they're Americans, right? So they can't just do that. They're not centralized. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and say you might see more Russians in the chats, but they can't be on YouTube. I don't know if they're loud, but they'll be somewhere. Dad says that is so wrong. It is. Imagine just your parents decide to live here. Now you're banned. If this ever dies down, the Yandex stock exchange is going to skyrocket. It's basically Google over there, but this ruined them. Oh, Yandex? Okay. Might buy some if I ever have the open market. So Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. That's true. However, it's illegal, I believe, to do business with these, you know what I mean? So you can't, it's crazy. No better case for advertising or for use case. Did you hear about Swiss bank? Oh my gosh, yeah, the Swiss banks, they were neutral, now they're not neutral. So that's very interesting. So yeah, I think you have no other choice. You have two choices. You have cash and you have crypto. They can't get cash out of the bank because the banks all say we don't have cash, and most people don't accept cash anymore. So they have one choice, is crypto. The one thing I don't know is how do you turn rubies or ruples into crypto? I don't know. So number 2, FTX picks Stripe to build payment system and risk mitigation feature. So Stripe is a payment system kind of like Visa and MasterCard. I guess they're in between, they're middleman, but you can, process your Visa and MasterCard. So new fiat to crypto on-ramp will be through Stripe. That is amazing. So you'll be able to log into FTX, put your card in there, boom. The money should be there instantly. And it looks like they got buy cryptocurrency, buy Ethereum, and look, the person's using their Visa. And it says the options are credit card, bank account, and debit card. So this is a great way. A big issue in crypto is fiat to crypto gateways. Next topic is eBay. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to talk about is eBay. So eBay is talking about teasing a digital wallet, and they say they're studying crypto as a form of payment. So maybe when we're buying things on eBay, we're going to be able to use crypto to buy those things on eBay, and we bypass Visa and MasterCard, right? So the Yandex was 86 and it dropped to $18 before New York halted trading. Let me look up what is Yandex. So you say Yandex is similar to Google, right? So their Q4 earnings, wow, their bottom line declined 82%, but revenues were 1.5 billion, 54% increase year over year, 1 billion rubles. So they have online ads, they have taxi revenues. Wow, they have they have search. So search is 49 billion in revenue. That's 43% is search. Taxi is 38%. So, and then classified ads is 2%. Media services is 5%. Other businesses 7.8%. So what I did, if anyone doesn't know stocks, if you want to look up a stock and you want to know like what it's worth, what you can do is you can just type in like Yandex earnings report, and most stocks report 4 times a year. So I just typed in the Yandex earnings report. So this is their Q4 report. And usually in the earnings report, you can just see a breakdown of what the company does. So I have no idea what Yandex is. But it was Tyson that mentioned it to me, right? So their online ads, we know, is 43%. So 43% of their income is from online advertising. Then they have a taxi, that's 30%. So we're at, 70, we're at 80, 82% of their income is just online ads and taxis. And then you have other revenues, 10%. And then selling goods and services is 16%. That's over 100%, I think. But anyways, segments and details, search and portal. So Yandex looks like it is a profitable, what's their margins? So their net income is 2%. Operating expenses was 68%. I'd like to see their gross margin. Their balance sheet, they have cash of $1 billion. Receivables have $500 million. And I'd like to see if they have debt. But yeah, that's a quick, it seems like Yandex, that's a really good call. It seems like Yandex is a good company just by looking at that. So it's the Russian Google. That's a good idea. Okay, so yeah, Ethereum, eBay, crypto wallet, that would be great for us if we can buy things on eBay using our crypto wallets. So that is a good idea. Okay, what is next on my list? Denim. Rob, what part of the world are you in? Actually, you must be Canadian. I'm gonna guess you're Canadian. Okay, so next, popular denim brand Diesel. I didn't know Diesel was still popular, but Diesel is dropping an NFT on Rarible. The Italian company is dropping NFTs. Is that Lil Nas X? No. Okay, so they're calling it an NFT called the D-verse on Rarible on March 12th. That's in 2 days. Scotland. Oh, nice. Very nice. I thought you were Canadian. Italian clothing brand. Okay, so D-verse, Rarible Marketplace. So they're going to be selling digital clothing? Is that what they're doing? We'll have to check back and see. We'll have to check back and see how successful this is. One day, 14 hours, they're dropping their NFTs. First-hand fashion show, your invitation to get VIP access. Collect NFTs. Wow, they got a shoe. They got a virtual jacket. Man, this is not for me. But if someone can make money flipping a virtual jacket instead of working, a regular job, why not? Why not? And it seems like people trading NFTs are making way more than a regular jobs. So yeah, this is just interesting that a company like that is going to have virtual jackets and virtual shoes. And you know what? They might sell out. Yeah, it's for rich people. Okay, next topic. This is interesting because they could have sent money through a wire or whatever, right? But instead, so OnlyFans donated 500 Ethereum to a DAO that supports Ukraine. Like, who's running this DAO? Right? So 500 ETH. So we're looking at $1.2 million, right? They donated 1.2 million to a DAO supporting Ukraine. So it is, what is it doing though? in efforts to support Ukraine in its war against Russia. So this DAO, they've sent over $5 million. Ukraine DAO has been a leading crypto contributor to Ukraine's government, so they're sending money directly to the government. So they're sending crypto to buy bullets. But I mean, this is interesting that you can just send money anywhere for anything, and no one will bat an eye about it. I guess there's good and bad to crypto. Okay, next. So why decentralized exchanges are important in the crypto economy. So this is a good article. Decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, offer some significant benefits and innovations for trading cryptocurrencies compared to centralized exchanges. This is the second part of a continuing series of understanding DeFi. So one of the things about trading on centralized exchanges, I have accounts with over, 20 centralized exchanges. What I've noticed is a certain trend. In the beginning, they're so nice to you to get you to sign up for their account. They offer you money. They offer you VIP service. They offer you a personal person that can walk you through this, and we can send the money easy. No KYC, no nothing, right? And then as they grow, they're like, send me your ID, send me a selfie. You need help? Oh, you need help with us? Send me a selfie. Send me a selfie holding your, holding your ID with like this, and you got to like have 3 arms, take a picture with your phone, and like it's crazy just to get some help. So the issue with centralized exchanges is in the beginning they're nice, they're fun, they're really nice to you, and in the end they're like, this is my money. So you deposit your money, now this is my money, and you have to fight to get your own money. You have to beg them to get your own money. So for me, centralized exchanges are a way to go from fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. But other than that, I don't hold my coins on centralized exchanges. I don't care if it's crypto.com, Binance, Coin Square, Shake Pay. I get my money in and out, and that's it. So now, Quadriga CX is a good example. Quadriga CX is a Canadian company, was a Canadian company. They stole probably over $1 billion, right? So Mt. Gox, 850,000 Bitcoin. So 1/18 of all Bitcoins is gone. It's crazy, right? So yeah, the guy's dead, and apparently no one has the keys. Can't get the money. So why is decentralized exchanges amazing? Because you don't need to KYC. You always have possession of your coins. It's like, person A, person A has this gold coin. Person B has, whatever, and they're like, I'll trade A for B. And what it does is the contract is in the middle, like PulseX is like this. Contract is in the middle. So you hit go, they hit go at the same time, and it swaps the two. And then the other two you're always holding. Where with a centralized exchange, you put A and B in the exchange, right? They're in the middle, and you have to beg them for your money, and they got to beg them for their money, and the person might not get their money, right? So decentralized exchanges are great. The downside is the gas. The gas piece has always been crazy, right? So they say, yeah, Netflix is working on. There's actually a documentary already, Tyson. There's a documentary already by, it's either CBC, CTV, or like BBC. I already watched it. It's crazy. He had like 17 when he died. He had like I think his wife had like 17 houses or something like that. He put it all in her name, and like it was crazy. But it's already out. The documentary's out. So if Netflix has one too, that's cool. But yeah, in essence, decentralized exchanges are the best thing to ever happen in crypto. In 2021, Uniswap processed $238 billion worth of trades. And remember, they take 0.3 of every trade. So if you're looking at 238 billion, what's 3% of that? Like, let's see, 238 times 0.03. I think they made 700 million. Wait, 1% of 600 billion. Yeah. They made $7 billion. They made $7 billion. Uniswap made $7 billion in fees. That's crazy. And then the gas, the gas is even more than that. Gas is probably like 50 billion. So the miners are making the money on this. So yeah, so the takeaway of this is DEXs are the main takeaway is a DEX provides all the same services as a centralized exchange, yet they do it with anonymous and trustless manner. The technology allows you to exist outside of any regulated industry. So when they talk about regulating crypto, it has nothing to do with decentralized exchanges, which is great because Canada's coming out with regulations, US is coming out with regulations. You can't really touch decentralized exchanges as of right now. If you use a VPN, right? If you clear your cache, you don't have any cookies, you use a VPN, you use Tor, your transactions are all anonymous. Then you use Tornado Cash if you want to, have a brand new wallet. Your transactions are anonymous, and then it's up to you to provide the information that you want to the world. So prior to the creation of Ethereum, traders were forced to use centralized systems and exchanges to trade for any assets, and now this smart contracts have made it trustless to have a completely open financial system. So decentralized exchanges are the way to go. Okay, so good way to get out of tax. Not much gas in Solana. It's like the gas in Solana is a fraction of a penny. It's like 1,000th of a penny. So let's see, crypto Quadriga CX documentary. Dead Man's Switch. So yeah, Dead Man's Switch is the Quadriga CX documentary. Gerald Cotton suddenly died in India. 250 million disappeared, but this 250 million disappeared was in 2017. So if you look at the Ethereum prices in 2017, right? Like, yeah, at some point it was over $1 billion. Right now it's probably like 500 million. But yeah, Dead Man's Switch, really good documentary. Check it out. Rob says UK sucks. The UK is, for a lot of IDOs, they just banned the UK. It's interesting. They banned the US, they banned the UK. Canada was always allowed. Canada's kind of getting lumped in ever since. Yeah. Canada's been lumped in soon. Okay, next topic. We got the Dev Fund. We're actually almost done. So the last two topics is just showing the potential of crypto. So if you if you are looking for a change in your profession, data analytics, learning how to be a data analyst. You could work at a hospital, you can work for the government, you can work at businesses, you can work at Shopify, you can work at Google, Facebook, Amazon. If you know how to analyze data and do, data science, that is one route. You can be a programmer. If you're a programmer, you can develop the front ends of places like hex.com, go.hex.com. There's a front end where the people interact. Then there's the back end where you're doing all the calculations. Companies need developers. They're hurting for developers and they can't hire enough. So Polymesh is offering 25 million in developers grants to kickstart a security token project. So Polymesh wants to be the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange of security tokens. So these tokens, you're probably going to have to be like a, what's it called? An accredited investor registered with the SEC or whatever, depending on where they are. But these tokens are going to now enable you to possibly invest in companies using crypto tokens, right? So they're going to have their own explorer. So Polymath, they've been around since I first got into crypto, and they've been talking about this for these guys are the Cardano of crypto stocks, right? So they had they have $180 million program there, and then a $25 million program. But my point is, learning how to develop or code in crypto is going to be very lucrative. Now I'm going to give a example related to what we're all, aware of, but here's an example. It's a tweet from Richard Hart himself. So when you learn how to develop coins, you have to know which one that you're developing, right? So he's saying, are you good at Golang? That is a computer programming language. So are you good at Go? Want to make 175,000 a year? Speak good English? I want to hire you. And it's remote. Blockchain software all sucks. We're making it suck less. The Geth fork to start, and then they're porting here after mainnet. So basically, if you know how to program in Go, I would assume you probably need to know how to program in Solidity and Go. If you learn Solidity and Go, you can go very far in crypto, and you're going to be able to get jobs anywhere. And like I said, so 175K US. Now you're not going to be able to work for Pulse Chain, but because they want the best of the best, but 175K US, you work from home. You can work from anywhere in the world. So that's what I would say is learning Solidity and learning, Go and programming is definitely a great way to be involved in crypto. You probably become a part of the dev team. So when the dev team gets 10% of the coins, you're probably just going to get rich off of that. So that's what I would say is the news for now. That is the main news for now. And it's been a great video. Thanks, guys, for coming back. And, this summer is going to be exciting. So, this summer, I think even before the summer, we're going to have Pulse Chain launch. We're going to have PulseX launch. We're going to have Liquid Loans launch. Then Gerardo's project is going to launch his forking OpenSea. You're going to be able to have NFTs on Pulse Chain. So the ecosystem is growing. Richard Hart did announce that he wants to make a wallet that competes with MetaMask, or not competes, but just another option for a wallet. That is, it's very exciting this year. What I would say to those who are down in some of their investment, because they were worth a lot, now they're worth less than a lot. What I would say is hang in there, don't give up, keep your eye open. There's going to be projects that 100x, 500x, 1000x, 10,000x. 100x happens every single day. 30x happens every single day. So stay involved, join the community. If you're not in our Telegram group, we still have the Telegram group going. There's 180 people in there. There's only a few that really chat daily, but join the Telegram group, join the conversation. We're always talking about different things, and I'm going to bring you more. So I'm going to install my MXC miner, and we're going to see how it progresses. I better be making the $14 a day. That's all I got to say. And I better be able to cash it out without being penalized. So thank you, everybody. Take care.